Now we come to mentoring moments. And today's topic is how to choose respondents when you are a topics master. The purpose of a table topics session is to have members think on the spur of the moment and to speak for a minute or so. The topics master leads that portion of the meeting, prepares and issues the topics, trying to be as original as possible. Each speaker may be given an individual subject or a choice of subjects to choose. And they may be presented from the speakers to draw at random. The question that comes to mind is, how does the topics master choose the respondents? Our educational speaker will facilitate a discussion on that question. Please welcome Kathleen Lubin.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. I thought I'd try something a little bit different this morning. Instead of me standing in front and explaining how to choose, I would like to hear your ideas and your systems, because you may have a better idea than I do, so we want to hear from everybody. So first I want to just ask a question. By a show of hands, how many of you know that the Toastmasters program has a tradition, and that tradition is that everybody speaks at a meeting? Yes. How many know that? Okay, of those of you who already know that, how many know that the table topic session is the part of the program that ensures that everyone speaks during the meeting? Okay, excellent. So what I want to do is just kind of ask your ideas. We know how we choose a list of questions based on the theme, and if there is no theme, then they can be random questions. But how do we choose the respondent? How do we choose the person we ask to come up and answer the question? So I'd like to ask someone who has not been a topics master to start. Cindy, have you been a topics master? Okay. Gabe, have you?
I don't think so.
Okay, so how would you, we'll just make a list here, how would you go about choosing?
Well, I assume the first thing to do is to pick people who haven't had speaking roles in the meeting so far.
Okay. Members or guests or?
Members, and I'm not sure about guests. I don't want to really put them on the spot, but you could if you want to.
Who haven't spoke yet. Okay. And how would you, Reza, how would you know who hasn't spoken? I mean, what would be your system for figuring that out?
I don't know whether you have any where to record who has spoken or not. But another way is to go to the computer and look at the agenda and see who has talked or not.
Okay, so check the agenda.
And by being present at the meeting, which is very important, if you all, participate all the times, we can recognize who has spoken or not.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So the agenda may change the morning of the meeting, so you need to...
There are two different things. Agenda is one thing. The other thing is that if we participate on a regular basis in the meeting, we can recognize who has spoken and who has not.
Okay. So members who who don't speak regularly, is that?
Yeah, let's say that I come to the meeting all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can see who has not spoken.
Okay.
That forces speakers to be present also.
So members who don't speak regularly,
Right.
or maybe don't attend the meetings regularly.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyone else?
This is kind of funny, but you look for people that are looking down or
Oh, that is so wrong.
avoiding.
Do we do that? Okay.
I want to say the opposite. I actually look for someone who is engaged and looks like they want to speak. Engaged or disengaged?
His dark side.
Engaged.
Okay,
The two.
all right, anyone else? Any other ideas? Cersei, you're our Vice President of Education, do you have any other ideas? Mr. Rath?
When I'm doing it, I'm always looking for someone that I know is familiar with the question I'm asking. As Table Topics Master, when I create the questions, I also think of someone that might answer the question ahead of time. That way I'm prepared and the Table Topics goes smoothly. So I may have a set of people already picked out, and if those people are not, and I know they're not speaking because I've looked at the agenda for that meeting, so I match them to the questions. It makes it easier on the Table Topics respondent to have something familiar, or at least I know it relates to them.
Okay, okay, very good. Anyone else? Paula?
I like to encourage more experienced Toastmasters to be like a first table topic speaker, because it sets a tone and it makes it easier for younger ones to kind of figure it out.
Okay, excellent. So the more experienced, the topics master might ask the more experienced to come up first and just set the example, just show how it's done. Okay, excellent. So my 5 minutes are up and I don't have any more time, but I would just like to thank all of you for participating, and I hope this discussion has been helpful. So when it's your turn to be topics master, you're ready to go and you'll be prepared. Thank you, Mr.